March 11th, 2011. A date forever etched in history. Japan, a nation known for resilience, faced one of the deadliest disasters in its history. A magnitude 9.0 earthquake struck out of nowhere, unleashing a tsunami that wiped away entire towns. Thousands lost their lives, and countless more were displaced. But what really happened in those terrifying hours? And don't forget to subscribe for more incredible stories from history. At 2:46 p.m. on March 11, 2011, the northeastern coast of Honshu, Japan's main island, was rocked by a massive earthquake. The early estimate of magnitude 8.9 was later revised to a staggering 9.0. The epicenter lay 80 miles east of Sendai in Miyagi Prefecture, at a depth of roughly 30 kilometers beneath the Pacific Ocean floor. The earthquake was caused by a sudden rupture along the Japan Trench subduction zone, where the Pacific Plate slowly dives beneath the Eurasian Plate. A stretch of this fault, approximately 190 miles long and 95 miles wide, shifted up to 164 feet horizontally and thrust upward nearly 33 feet. The tremor was so powerful it was felt as far away as Beijing, Taiwan, and even Russia. Several foreshocks, including a magnitude 7.2 event, preceded the main quake. Hundreds of aftershocks followed, dozens of them above magnitude 6.0. The March 11th, 2011 earthquake was the strongest to strike the region since record-keeping began in the 19th century, and is considered one of the most powerful ever recorded. The earthquake's sudden horizontal and vertical thrust displaced massive amounts of water, generating a series of devastating tsunami waves. Some waves reached heights of 33 feet, flooding parts of Sendai, including its airport and surrounding countryside. In certain areas, the water penetrated as far as 6 miles inland, causing rivers like Nitori to overflow. Iwate, Miyagi, and Fukushima prefectures suffered the brunt of the disaster. As the floodwaters retreated, they carried away debris and thousands of victims, leaving vast stretches of land submerged. The tsunami raced across the Pacific Ocean at speeds of up to 500 miles per hour. Waves of 11 to 12 feet struck Hawaii, 5-foot waves hit Alaska, and 9-foot waves reached California and Oregon. Even Antarctica's Sulzberger ice shelf experienced waves roughly 1 foot high, causing parts to break off. Initial reports estimated hundreds dead and hundreds more missing. Within 2 weeks, Japan's government reported over 10,000 deaths, with more than 15,000 still missing. Eventually, the official number of those dead or missing reached approximately 18,500. The majority were drowning victims, and more than half were elderly, aged 65 and above. Coastal towns were practically wiped off the map. Some communities lost half or more of their population. Ships washed away by the tsunami. Trains reported missing. Miraculously, most people were later rescued. Yet the images of destruction, lost homes, and devastated families haunted the nation and the world. While the tsunami claimed thousands of lives, the earthquake triggered a secondary crisis: a nuclear accident at Fukushima Daiichi. Reactors at nearby nuclear plants shut down automatically, but backup generators were flooded, causing cooling system failures. Partial meltdowns occurred in reactors 1, 2, and 3, releasing significant radiation. Hydrogen explosions rocked the containment buildings, and fires broke out in spent fuel storage areas. An 18-mile no-fly zone was imposed, and residents within the area were evacuated. Contaminated water and soil raised serious health concerns. By mid-April, Japanese nuclear regulators classified Fukushima as a Level 7 nuclear disaster, equating it with Chernobyl. The government later announced cold shutdowns, but leaks and contamination continued for years. Despite efforts to clean affected areas, many residents remained displaced, fearful of lingering radiation. By 4 years after the disaster, approximately 230,000 people were still displaced due to ongoing concerns around the evacuation zone. Prime Minister Khan Naoto immediately set up an emergency command center. Around 100,000 members of the Japanese Self-Defense Force mobilized alongside rescue workers. The US, Australia, China, India, and other nations sent teams to assist in search and rescue operations. Private organizations and NGOs quickly set up relief funds to aid victims. The rescue efforts were daunting. Widespread debris, unstable terrain, and periods of inclement weather made operations extremely difficult. While some people were rescued, much of the early work involved recovering bodies swept out to sea. Hundreds of thousands of survivors were displaced, living in shelters with limited food, water, and supplies. Over the following months, many found temporary housing, hotels, or prefabricated units. Infrastructure, including roads, railways, and electricity, was gradually restored, though power disruptions persisted due to the Fukushima crisis. The economy, especially the manufacturing sector, suffered significant setbacks, but by 2012, industrial output began returning to pre-disaster levels. The Khan and Noda administrations passed supplemental budgets for disaster relief, with the largest totaling $155 billion for reconstruction. In 2012, Japan established a cabinet-level reconstruction agency to oversee rebuilding, with a projected 10-year timeline. By 2015, debris removal was nearly complete, and much of the planned coastal infrastructure had been implemented. Despite these efforts, the emotional scars of the disaster remained. Entire communities were forever changed. Survivors faced the loss of loved ones, homes, and livelihoods. Yet Japan's determination and resilience shone through. The 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami was a tragic reminder of nature's immense power. Over 18,500 lives were lost, hundreds of thousands displaced, and a nuclear disaster reshaped the future of energy safety worldwide. Yet, amid the devastation, Japan's response demonstrated human courage, global solidarity, and unyielding resilience. Stories of survival, heroism, and compassion emerged from the rubble. Lessons from this disaster have reshaped Japan's disaster preparedness and nuclear safety standards, ensuring that the tragedy continues to teach the world. If this story moved you, hit that subscribe button and join us as we explore the most compelling events in human history.